From translation, ISV International Standard Version, this 162 day of the year, today we are reading passages, Job 35-37, Job chapter 35, verses 1 to 16. Elihu continued and said, "Do you think this is right? You say, I am more righteous than God. For you ask, what advantage will it be to you? And what profit will I have from my sin? I will answer you and your friends with you. Look at the heavens and see, observe the clouds which are higher than you. If you sin, what do you accomplish against him? If your transgressions are multiplied, what do you do to him? If you are righteous, what do you give him? Or what does he receive from your hand? Your wickedness affects only a person like yourself, and your righteousness only a son of man. Because of the multitude of oppressions people cry out. They cry for help because of the arm of the mighty. But no one says, where is God my Maker, who gives songs in the night, who teaches us more than the animals of the earth and makes us wiser than the birds of the heavens? There they cry out, but he does not answer because of the pride of evil people. Surely God does not hear an empty cry, nor does the Almighty regard it. How much less when you say that you do not see him, that the case is before him and you are waiting for him. And now, because his anger is not punished, he does not know transgression at all. So Job opens his mouth with empty talk. He multiplies words without knowledge. Job chapter 36, verses 1 to 33. Elihu continued and said, "Bear with me a little longer and I will show you, for I have yet something to say on God's behalf. I will bring my knowledge from afar and ascribe righteousness to my Maker, for truly my words are not false. One who is perfect in knowledge is with you. Look, God is mighty but does not despise anyone. He is mighty in strength of understanding. He does not preserve the life of the wicked, but gives justice to the afflicted. He does not withdraw his eyes from the righteous, but with kings on the throne he seats them forever, and they are exalted. And if they are bound in fetters and held captive by cords of affliction, then he declares to them their deed and their transgressions, that they have behaved arrogantly. He opens their ears to instruction and commands that they return from iniquity. If they listen and serve him, they complete their days in prosperity and their years in pleasantness. But if they do not listen, they perish by the sword and die without knowledge. But the godless in heart cherish anger. They do not cry for help when he binds them. They die in their youth, and their life ends among the male cult prostitutes. He delivers the afflicted by their affliction. He opens their ear by adversity. Yes, he would entice you from the mouth of distress, to a broad place where there is no cramping, and what is set on your table would be full of fatness. But you are full of the judgment on the wicked. Judgment and justice seize you. Be careful, lest wrath entice you to scoffing, and do not let the greatness of the ransom turn you aside. Will your cry keep you from distress, or all the forces of your strength? Do not long for the night when peoples vanish in their place. Be careful, do not turn to evil, for you have preferred this to affliction. Look, God is exalted in his power. Who is a teacher like him? Who has appointed him his way, and who has said, you have done wrong? Remember that you magnify his work which people have sung. All people have looked on it, man gazes from afar. Look, God is great, and we do not know him. The number of his years is unsearchable, for he draws up the drops of water. They distill his mist in rain, which the clouds pour down and drip on people abundantly. Who can understand the spreading of the clouds, the thundering of his pavilion? Look, he spreads his lightning around him, and he covers the depths of the sea. For by these he judges peoples, he gives food in abundance. He covers his hands with lightning and commands it to strike the mark. Its thundering declares about him, the cattle also, concerning his coming storm. Job chapter 37, verses 1 to 24. Also at this my heart trembles and leaps from its place. Listen carefully to the thundering of his voice and the rumbling that comes from his mouth. Under the whole heaven he lets it loose, and his lightning to the ends of the earth. After it a voice roars. He thunders with his majestic voice, and he does not restrain the lightnings when his voice is heard. God thunders wondrously with his voice. He does great things that we cannot comprehend. For to the snow he says, fall on the earth, and to the shower of rain, be mighty. He seals up the hand of every person, so that all people whom he has made may know it. Then the animals go into their lairs and remain in their dens. From the chamber comes the whirlwind, and cold from the scattering winds. By the breath of God ice is given, and the broad waters are frozen fast. He loads the thick cloud with moisture, his clouds scatter light. It is turned around by his guidance, that they may do whatever he commands them on the face of the inhabited world. Whether for correction, or for his world, or for love, he causes it to happen. Listen to this, Job. Stand still and consider the wondrous works of God. Do you know how God establishes them, and makes the lightning of his cloud to shine? Do you know the balancing of the clouds, the wondrous works of the one who is perfect in knowledge? You whose garments are hot when the earth is still because of the south wind, Can you with him spread out the skies, strong as a molten mirror, teach us what we should say to him? We cannot arrange our case because of darkness. Should he be told that I want to speak? Or would a man be consumed because of his own words? And now people do not see the light that is bright in the skies, but the wind has passed and cleared them. Out of the north comes golden splendor, around God is awesome majesty. The Almighty, we cannot find him. He is great in power, and justice and abundant righteousness he does not violate. Therefore people fear him, he does not regard any who are wise of heart.